Back in March, I did a declutter and reorganization. If you didn't watch that video, I'll give you a quick recap. I'm testing out a new decluttering system where I separate my clothes into 3 categories. My favorites, which are the best of the best, my favorite items that I wear all the time, to the not now section, which is stuff that I'm storing away for another season or things I just need a break from. And section 3 is the how section, where I'm putting these pieces front and center in my wardrobe to intentionally style them to find out if they've earned their spot in my favorites closet or if I should declutter them. In my last video, we tackled the how section of all my summer clothes and we decluttered 20 items. So if you want to watch that, I'll link that down below. And today we are tackling my not now section, contained within all of these items that were hanging in a different closet, this flat, wide plastic container, and this humongous wood chest. It's mostly fall and winter items, including handbags and shoes, and some summer items that I wanted to see if I would even remember from this past season. And spoiler alert, I didn't think about any of these summer pieces that are stored away. And with all that being said, let's get to unpacking. The chest and the bin are now empty. Now we just have piles and piles and piles of stuff. Okay, so I'm now sweating, so that's a good sign. Okay, so I unpacked everything and organized it by category. So handbags are with handbags, shoes are with shoes. I think that's just the easiest way for me to go through everything. I think I'm gonna make it a little bit easy on myself and go for handbags and shoes first, and then tackle the clothes. So I only have 3 handbags stored away. So the first bag is this guy. It's a transport tote from Madewell, and I bought this back when I was a corporate girly, when I needed to schlep my laptop back and forth, but I haven't used it since I left my corporate job. And so I had it stored away. I did think about it a couple of times to use for overnight trips, and I just was too lazy to get it out of the chest and ended up using my travel backpack. But I think if I was to need to like travel somewhere with my laptop, this will be my go-to bag. And so I think I might move this to my favorites because I think this is a bag that fits really well with my personal style. It feels very slouchy and well-loved, and I think that there's a bit of sentimentality here, but also functionality. And so she's going to the favorites. These other 2 bags, this is a vintage Coach bag and this is a Calvin Klein bag. I did not think about these at all while they were stored away, but I do still really like them. I took them out of the chest and I was like, oh, these are really cute. So I am going to put these in my house section and see if I style them throughout the fall and winter. Okay, so now talking about shoes, we're gonna talk about what I'm getting rid of. There are 5 pairs of shoes we're getting rid of today, starting with these loafers. So these are great. These are so cute. I love these so much, but I just don't see myself wearing them a ton. I think if I'm going for like a chunky shoe like this, I'm gonna go for my Dr. Martin clogs, the green ones, because I just prefer those to this style. These feel a bit dressy and those feel a bit more casual. Between the 2, I'm always gonna go for the green clog. So these can leave my wardrobe. Next are these Doc Martin Mary Janes. I got these on Poshmark, and when I bought them, they were listed as a 9, but they're a 9.5. I kind of got duped there, but that's okay. You live and you learn. So unfortunately they are too big for me, and I just decided that if it doesn't fit right, I'm getting rid of it. These will be leaving my closet. Next are these Doc Martin Chelsea boots. I really like these, but I just wear my brown ones so much more. And if I wear a black boot, I usually go for my lace-up Doc Martens. So these really don't have a need in my closet, and I think someone else will get a lot more use out of them. Next are these high-top Vans. I think they're just too bright and pastel for what my style is, and every time I put them on, I feel like the outfit would be better with different shoes. So that to me is an indication that they should leave my closet. And finally are these sequin Converse. And I have been hanging on to these since I got married in 2018. I wore these as my reception shoes. They have a lot of sentimentality, and I'll usually wear them to like concerts and stuff, but I think I'm ready to just let them go. They're just taking up space, so I think it's time for them to leave my closet. 2 pairs of shoes that I'm on the fence about, and I want you guys to weigh in on it. So these were a pair of shoes that I was on the fence about, but while I was thinking about it, I decided they need to go. So basically, these are a thigh-high boot. I think they're really beautiful, but I was thinking about it and I'm like, where am I wearing these? What am I wearing these with? I don't work in an office anymore, and I don't really love like mini skirts and stuff. I mean, these could be cute under like a midi skirt too, but I don't know. I think these are a declutter just because I just don't wear that much black either anymore. So if these were maybe like a tan, I'd be more open to hanging onto them and trying to make them work. But I think there's just too many details that aren't working for me right now. So now I have one pair of shoes that I'm on the fence about, and it's these sling back pointed toe pumps from the brand Naturalizer. These are a dress shoe for me. I'm not wearing a heel to an office. I would only really be wearing these for a special event or a wedding or something like that. They are beautiful and they're comfortable, but I just don't know if it's worth it to hang on to them. I have a pair of beige pumps that work perfectly fine for 98% of my outfits. So I don't know if it's worth it for me to keep this pair of red pointed toe shoes. So now I'm thinking about what dressy items that I have in my closet and if these shoes go with them. I have a dressy jumpsuit that's completely black. I would not wear these shoes with them. I have a sleeveless purple dress, but I would just wear my strappy red sandals with that because it's a sleeveless dress. So if I'm wearing it, it's probably warm. I have a black grounded like floral dress that I don't think I'd wear these with. So after thinking about what I would wear these with, I'm probably going to declutter them. But you guys tell me if you think I should let these go or hang on to them. So finally, we're going through the house section, and this is 8 pairs of shoes. So buckle in. The first pair of shoes are these from Universal Threads. I have another pair that's similar to this in like a taupe color, but I really love this caramel color. And I did think about these a couple of times while I was wearing those other ones. I was like, I don't feel like digging out the caramel brown, so I'm just gonna wear the taupe, and if it's not a perfect outfit, it's not a perfect outfit, but I think I prefer this color, so I might end up decluttering the taupe ones and putting these in their place, but I want to just really make sure before I do that because the Eastland ones are a little higher quality. These are Target brands, so they're not the best. So I just want to see how the wear is before I make a commitment. Next are 2 pairs of Vans sneakers. I've had these for a few years now. I think I've had these for 2 years, and I've had these for probably 4 or 5 years at this point. You can kind of see the difference. Like, these are very well worn and these are basically brand new. So here's the situation with both of these. They're not the most supportive sneakers, but obviously I could put like a footbed thing, like a shoe insert in these if I really am obsessed with them. And also these shoes are particularly quite worn. Like, I wear these basically every day and they're like starting to rip on both sides. So I have like a rip on that one. There's a rip on this one. There's another rip like starting on this one. So they are getting like a bit like run down, but I don't know if that's going to stop me from wearing them. So I kind of just want to put these and these up against my go-to white sneakers or my high top brown Converse and see kind of what I'm wearing the most. And that way I can take the emotion out of the whole thing and look at it in an analytical way and say, okay, it's been 3 months, 6 months, whatever, and I've worn the white sneakers 5 times the amount that I've worn all the other sneakers, so I'm gonna keep the top 2 most worn sneakers. Speaking of sneakers, these are the other pair of sneakers that I have in my house section. It is my high top Converse that I've had since high school, and they were blue and I dyed them black, and I don't really wear a lot of black anymore, so I'm usually reaching for my brown Converse, but I am a bit sentimental about these, and I do have it in my head like, black is classic, black goes with everything, and I do have a couple of pieces that are the color black that I want to get more wear out of, so having shoes that go with those pieces is important, and these are one of my most worn silhouettes of shoes. I love a high top Converse. It feels useful to put them in my house section, have them as an option. If I don't wear them after this fall and winter, I will declutter them because then that tells me I am wearing the brown ones more, I am wearing my white sneakers more, I am wearing whatever, because that's showing me that I am wearing less black. I don't need this high top Converse in a black color, and they don't need to take up space in my wardrobe. Moving on to like flats and loafers, we have this pair of monk strap Oxfords from And Other Stories, but I got them secondhand, and they're just like so beautiful, but I just like want to style them more. I want to sort of like break them in a little bit. They're quite a stiff leather, and I think that's sort of something that's preventing me from reaching for them more often, but I do think they are something that I can get a lot of wear out of in my wardrobe. They have a lot of the details that I look for in pieces within my personal style. They have this like beautiful texture, the little like feathery bits here, and this like snake print. They're this gorgeous like Bordeaux color. It has like the gold hardware. They're just a beautiful shoe in my opinion. And so I want to try and intentionally style these. The other pair are these Mary Janes from Dr. Martin. They're vintage, and they are so cute. And again, this is just another pair of shoes that I feel like are difficult for me to style, and I want to just like really intentionally style them. I think I'm going to make a video about styling pieces that I never wear, and one of these pairs of shoes is definitely going to be in that because I really love them. I think they're so beautiful, but I need to come up with some everyday outfits that I can wear these with. The final two shoes that I want to intentionally style in the fall and winter are 2 pairs of black boots. The first pair are these like very plain but super polished and sleek boots from Thursday Boots. I think they're so pretty, but I didn't wear them one single time last winter, and that's why they got put away. And so I want to take them out and have them in my face and try and style them more. The other pair of boots are these guys from Aldo. I just think these are really, really cool. And I love the silhouette of them. I love this sort of like Western style boot, and I love how tall they are. So I feel like I can make a lot of cute outfits with these. So now we are moving on to clothes. And again, I'm trying to take it a little bit easy on myself. So we're going to do dresses next because I don't have that many. So I'm going to share the one dress that I'm getting rid of. And that's this thrifted dress. It's so pretty, guys. It's so pretty. I really, really, really love it. But the slip is one that I had that doesn't really work with this, and that's an easy fix. But the real thing is it's so lightweight that I can only wear it in the summer really, and I just never do because I don't wear black in the summer really. So she needs to find a good home where someone is going to wear and love her. It's so beautiful. It's like this long midi dress. I think it's originally from Abercrombie. The slip that was in the dress when I bought it said Abercrombie, and that's the only indication of what brand this is. It's like almost a maxi length. It's quite long. It's just like such a pretty dress, and I'm just not wearing it, so it's gotta leave my closet. So these are 2 dresses that I'm not sure what to do with. This one you might recognize from my summer audit video. I had this in my house section all summer, and I wore it on vacation, and I loved how I felt in it, but I don't know really how much wear I'm gonna get out of it in terms of wanting to wear a lot of black in the summer. It's a silk dress, so it's really the only option. I guess I could style like a sweater over it in the fall and winter, but I have so many dresses that I just don't know about this one. I don't know. And then similar to this one, it is a shirt dress that was stored away. It's a really cute little gingham pattern, and it's just really adorable. I don't know. So I don't know about these two. I don't know if I should put them in my house section, if I should store them away and try styling them more in the summer when they're more weather appropriate, if I should put them in my house section and try and style them in the fall winter, even though they're more of a summer weight. You guys let me know, help me figure it out, and I will decide at some point. So moving on to the house section, and there are 6 pieces here, starting with actually a pair of overalls because I wasn't exactly sure which category to put these in. And this is like a baggy, loose overall. I had these stored away and I didn't really think about them that much this spring and summer, but I do want to put them head to head with my other overalls just because this is like a denim. It's a loose baggy fit, and I think they're a nice pair of overalls. So I just want to see if I wear them when they're in my face every day, or if I still end up going to my favorites. Next are 2 high neck dresses, and these look very similar because I love a high neck dress. And so I just want to put these kind of head to head and see which one I wear more. If I wear them equally, I will keep both of them. I really just love a high neck dress in the fall and winter. So they're really beautiful. This one's from Mango. This is from Lost and Wander. They're both like midi lengths and have a floral print. So I definitely have a type when it comes to the style of dresses. Finally, we have 3 black dresses. We have this one, which I want to see if I style this because I think this is a great dress to have. I think it's an easy shape and is really comfortable. It's a great funeral dress. I don't know if any of you think about that, but I have been to many funerals, so I know a thing or two about a good funeral dress. That's part of the reason I'm thinking about keeping this, but I do want to see if I style this in my sort of everyday wear, and so this is going in the house section. Then we have this dress that I got secondhand from Zara, and you might be thinking, why are you getting out a sleeveless dress for fall and winter? And that's because I'm mostly going to style this as a layering piece, either with stuff layered underneath or stuff layered on top. I just think this is such a pretty like silhouette and shape. I want to try and style it in a lot of different ways. So if you guys would be interested in seeing a video of me styling this like multiple different ways, definitely comment down below because that's something that I think would be really fun. Finally, we have this printed dress. It's a couple years old and it seems kind of basic, but every time I wear it, I feel really good in it. I love a good printed dress, but I haven't really been wearing it because it is a black and white print, but I do want it in my face and try and style it more and see how it shakes out compared to all of my other dresses. And who knows, maybe this will be the winner at the end of it, but I definitely want to style it more and get more wear out of it. Now moving on to bottoms, and I am going to declutter 4 pairs of bottoms. We have this pair of like yoga-y pants, not yoga pants, what are they? This is the Gap Fit. I think this is like their runaround pant or something. And they're in a black, and I just don't reach for these as much as the other Gap runaround pants that I've purchased since. I really liked the silhouette and the fit of these, but the black just didn't feel like my personal style. I think I just bought the black because everyone on the planet thinks that black is the go-to, and so I said, oh well, if I'm gonna get one color, I'm gonna get black because that's gonna work the best in my wardrobe, and that's something that I'm unlearning. I have these in a navy and they feel so much more like me and they go with so much more of my wardrobe, so I am going to declutter these because I like this better and they work better, and for what I'm wearing them for, I don't need 2 pairs. I'm gonna give these to somebody who will get more wear out of them. Next is this gingham skirt from ASOS, and it's super cute, but I put this away because I didn't think I would even think about it or want to reach for it for the entire spring and summer, and I reached for basically every other skirt that I own besides this, so I definitely don't feel like I need this. I have so many skirts that I really love and are favorites in my wardrobe, so I think this can go to somebody who will wear it way more than me. Next are 2 pairs of jeans. These are the ribcage straight ankle, and there's a couple problems with these. I bought these at a Levi's outlet, so they don't feel and look exactly like my original ribcage ankle jeans, and that's because when you buy something from an outlet, it's actually different from if you bought it from a Levi's store or the Levi's online store. So they're not exactly what I hoped they'd be. And also I just didn't need 2 more pairs of jeans. I already have like 4 pairs of them, so I definitely didn't need another 2 pairs. So unfortunately, I'm gonna declutter them and use this as a lesson for future purchases. So next we're gonna talk about the house, and this is a lot of stuff because for a lot of these items, I really have to prove to myself that I'm not wearing them. There are pieces that I've had in my closet for a long time and that I have an emotional attachment to, and I need them in my face, reminding me that I'm choosing other things in my closet over these pieces so that I can show to myself that I'm not wearing them. Let's get into it. The first thing are these Everlane trousers, and I loved the fit on these. These are one of the first pairs of pants that I was like, oh my gosh, pants can actually fit correctly. Because they fit so well, I am apprehensive to get rid of them, and they are classic black, so in my head I will wear them. I need to prove to myself that I'm not wearing them, and I won't be wearing them. So they're going in the house section, so hopefully by the end of winter I can revisit these. They'll either be a favorite or they'll get decluttered. Another sentimental piece that I'm putting on the chopping block are these ribcage straight ankle jeans, and this is the first pair of ribcage straight ankle jeans that I bought, and I was like, oh my gosh, these are the jeans that I'm gonna live in. And they're like a washed black kind of gray color, and they have distressing, and I wore these so intensely for such a long time, and I felt so good in them, but I just never reached for them anymore. I'm putting them in the house section, forcing myself to see that I'm not wearing them, and then hopefully I will gain the strength emotionally to declutter these by the end of the year. Next we have a pair of pants that I really like and I want to get more styling out of, and it's these leather pants. They are real leather. I thrifted these, gosh, it has to be 5 years ago at this point, and they're just so stinking nice. I just think they're so cool, and I want to see if I can style them. I don't wear a lot of black pants, and so that makes it difficult. You know what? I'm not this person anymore. I don't see myself wearing leather pants, and I feel like if I wore leather pants, I wouldn't feel like me. Plot twist, I'm actually gonna declutter these. I think someone will get a lot of wear out of these and love them so much, but that person is not me. So they're so beautiful. I can appreciate that they're beautiful, and I can let them go. Next pair of pants is actually a style that I DIY'd a little bit. I added these like panels in the side to make these more wide leg, and then I just didn't wear them that much because it was winter and it was like gross outside every day, and I just never reached for them. So I want to try and intentionally style these more in the fall and winter. Next is a pair of pants that I absolutely am obsessed with, and I want to style these more. They're this gorgeous cherry red, baggy, wide leg, super long jeans with the raw hem. Man, these are gorgeous, but I just don't get the wear out of them that they deserve. I think these are gonna end up being favorites because I'm just so obsessed with them, but I wanna put them in the house section, make sure I'm creating like fun outfits that I absolutely love, and then have them earn their spot in my favorites closet. Okay, last 2 pairs of jeans. Your girl loves jeans. We have my all-time favorite pair of jeans. These are ribcage straight straight ankle in this really beautiful like mid-tone blue. And I've worn these so much that the knee is actually faded, and it didn't come like that. These were all one color. I kind of took a step back from them because I was wearing them all the time. These were jeans I was wearing like 2-3 times a week. And so I put them away, and I just want to have them in my house section, see if I reach for them, because my go-to jeans that I've been reaching for lately are my Everlane curve jeans. Those are in my favorites closet. I want to see if the straight ankle shape is something that I'm still interested in, or if maybe it's time to declutter these. In that same vein, I have the Levi's ribcage bell. They're a really wide bottom. I loved the outfits that I created with these last year, but I only did wear them a handful of times. I want to see how they stack up against my other pants and see what pants come out on top. Next, we have one skirt, and again, this is like a beautiful skirt. I love it so much. It's got like the little blankety hem at the bottom, and I just love this so much. It's vintage Charter Club. I wear this once in a while. I feel incredible when I'm wearing it, but I don't wear it a ton. I want to have this in my face. I want to intentionally style it, and hopefully it makes it into my favorites closet. Next, we have a pair of plaid pants. They are so pretty. They are actually called the Levi's Math Club pants, I believe, and they're a bit cropped. So I really, really love these, and I just want to intentionally style them more. This is another style that I really love how I look in them, but I just want to create more outfit formulas with these specific pants. So that's why they're in the house section, so they can have some extra attention. Finally, we have two pairs of corduroy pants. They're both from Levi's. This is the ribcage straight ankle version, and then these are a ribcage baggy style. So different silhouettes, but both in corduroy, and then this is like obviously a purple, where this is like a more neutral beige color. I want to kind of see if I'm wearing them equally or if I'm wearing one more than the other, and then I'll probably be down to just one corduroy style by the end of the year. Now let's talk about blazers and vests. I'm actually gonna get rid of one blazer, and it is this kind of drapey black blazer that I thrifted from Nygaard collection. I just never wear this. I think I'm just past my black blazer era. I'm not working in an office anymore. It feels too dressy. If I'm gonna wear a blazer out into the world, I'm gonna wear this blazer. There's no point in me keeping this, and I think someone else will get a lot more use out of this. So then we have two more blazers for the house section. We have this blazer originally from Alfani in this beautiful rusty orange color, and then this gorgeous thrifted blazer from Sag Harbor in this gorgeous plaid. Oh my god, so pretty. Basically, I love both of these. I want to intentionally style them, make more outfits with them. I have maybe worn this one 5 times, and I've had it for quite a few years now. This is actually on the chopping block. If I don't wear it enough to have it go into my favorites by the end of the winter, I'm going to declutter it. This one I think I'll get a lot of use out of. I have another plaid blazer. It's blues and greens that's in my favorites closet. So I think this will be a good addition, and then having just 2 blazers will be good for my personal style. But I do want to give the orange one a chance because look how pretty it is. I can't just let it go all willy-nilly. I want to put it head to head with my other blazers and see what comes out on top. And then for vests, I have 2 vests to go in the house section. This like fisherman vest I think is so cute. It's navy, and then it's got this check on the inside, and it's actually reversible. It's kind of oversized, but I really like it, and it's very warm. So I want to kind of see if this is my personal style or not. It's been kind of difficult for me to style in the past. I don't know, I think it's really cool. So I want to kind of test it out and see what works within my wardrobe. And then the other vest is another reversible one. It's this Ralph Lauren one, and I think this one just has a lot of cute details. I've worn it a handful of times, but I want to make more outfits with it and see how many different ways I can style it. Now we're talking about tops, blouses, t-shirts, and we're talking about what I'm decluttering. So the first thing we're talking about are 2 summer pieces that I put in here. It was like, if I don't think about them or pull them out of storage, then get rid of them. So the first one is this one from A New Day. It's super cute in the gingham, but didn't reach for it, and when I felt like I had a hole in my wardrobe for short sleeve blouses, this is not what I had in mind. This is a rayon nylon top. It's got a black print on it, so it feels hard to style with like my mostly brown shoes. I just didn't think about it. She gets decluttered. The other one is this thrifted camp shirt, and I just have so many camp shirts that I feel like this is just another one in black. So I'm not really reaching for black in the summer anyway, and then in addition, I have other camp shirts that feel more in line with my personal style that I'm reaching for instead of this, so she gets decluttered as well. Then I have 3 t-shirts, and these are basically just gonna become pajama shirts for me. I have 2 band tees that are black, and they're great, but I just have so many t-shirts, and I'm just not reaching for these. I'm not thinking about these, so they are going to become pajama shirts. And then I have this striped one from the brand Mott and Bow. It's a really cute silhouette, but again, just not reaching for black and white. So this doesn't feel like it aligns with my personal style and it needs to be decluttered. Next, we have 2 sweatshirts. And again, these were, if I reach for them, great, I'll put them back in my closet, but if not, they need to be decluttered. So I have this cropped sweatshirt that I basically just reach for when I want to be messy. I don't care what I look like. I want to be comfortable, but I have so many comfortable sweatshirts that I like more than this that mean something to me. This is just like a thrifted sweatshirt that I cropped, so this can be decluttered. The other sweatshirt is this guy, and I'm really sad about it because it's just too small. I should have bought a larger size. This is a medium. I should have got a large. And it's a sweatshirt that I got when I was in Bruges, Belgium, and it says Bruges, Belgium on it. And I'm like, maybe if I just stretch it out, pull it a little bit, it'll like loosen up. I don't know. It's just, I wish it was just like a little bit bigger because it just feels a little bit tight on me. And I might try it on after this video. I know if I try it on though, that I'm going to be like, oh, I can make it work. And then again, spend another 2 years not reaching for it as much as other things in my closet. I just really like it. I think I need to put this in my house section and prove to myself because I'm feeling a lot of emotions right now. I don't know if I can let it go. If you guys know of any ways that I can like make this just a little bit bigger somehow by stretching it or something, comment down below. She's so cute. Finally, we have 2 blouses that I'm decluttering. The first one is this Free People lace top that I got for Christmas. Not last year, but the year before. And I have never worn one single time. Again, I was fooled by the, if you buy it in black, you'll wear it all the time. It just doesn't feel like me. So I think someone else would get a lot of wear out of this. In that same vein is this Ghani top. I actually got this at a sample sale and I really love the silhouette. I think it's gorgeous, but I just never wear it. So I think that it will get a lot more use in someone else's hands. For the house section, we have 2 sweatshirts. We have this thrifted one that just says Minnesota on it, and it has like a bleach stain on it, but I just love it. I love how oversized it is. I love the gold and the maroon. I have no emotional ties to Minnesota, but I do like that it's quite oversized. A lot of my sweatshirts fit like sort of your standard sweatshirt, and this is just an oversized that I feel like I can play with proportion a little bit more with this. That is why I'm putting in the house section to see how many different kinds of outfits I can make with this. It's a similar story with this guy. This is from Orvis, also thrifted, a little quarter zip, also a bit oversized, and this beautiful green color. I'm gonna see which one I end up wearing more, and then hopefully I'll declutter one, but I want to see sort of the types of outfits that I'm making with them and if I'm getting the wear out of them that I think they deserve. Moving on to tops and blouses, I have these 2 fitted turtleneck tops. These are the same exact top in 2 different colors from Levi's. I had a solid black version of this and I absolutely loved it, so I wanted to try 2 printed versions. So I have a black one with a blue floral and then a white one with a like more corally peach floral, and I wore the white one a ton last fall. I really just put these away because I knew I wasn't going to be reaching for them in the spring and summer, so I thought I would make more room in my closet. I'm excited to style these more and get more wear out of them this fall and winter. I have 2 different plaid shirts. I feel like I haven't really been in my plaid shirt era, but I think that might change this fall and winter. I love styling shirts over other shirts, but I'll generally do like a graphic tee with a solid shirt, but I think I could do something with these plaid shirts. This one is from Uniqlo and this one is thrifted from Duluth Trading. I think they're both really pretty colorations, and so I want to try and style these more. Finally, we have a blouse, and this is one that I have worn an absolute ton, but I have been wearing a lot less blouses since leaving my corporate job. I really just want to like put this in my face and see how it compares with my other blouses, if I'm reaching for it, if I'm wearing it. This is from Target. This is from Target. I said it again. This is from Target, the Neely Lowton collaboration. And I just think this is so pretty. It has like a voluminous sleeve with a high neck ruffle. It's really up my alley, so I think I'm gonna keep this. I really love how it looks, and I feel like because it has this like orangey yellow print along with the black, it feels like something I can wear with like browns and stuff. I want it to earn its spot in my favorites closet. Finally, we have some t-shirts, and basically these are all the same. I put these away because I wanted to focus on the t-shirts that I felt like were more summery first. I just have a lot of t-shirts, and I wanted to focus on a certain few that I knew if I was gonna wear them, I'd wear them in the summer. These are the remaining t-shirts that I wanna put on the chopping block and try to style this upcoming season. Hello, Editing Lauren jumping in here. I realized when I was editing this video that it is very, very long. So I thought I would cut it into 2 parts. In part 2, I will be going through my sweaters and jackets, my two biggest categories, and I'll be sharing with you what the how section looks like as of now with all of the fall items added. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to give it a thumbs up. And if you don't want to miss Friday's video and be notified when I post, you can subscribe. It really helps my channel. If you enjoyed this and you want to see where it all started, I have a decluttering playlist right here, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye!